Hello everyone and welcome once again to Let's Play Skyrim. Last time we left off just through the introductory bandit section of Bleak Falls Barrow. We got through a puzzle door locked by those animal totems, which will become very, very familiar to all of us by the end of the game. And we're descending deeper into the barrow where things are about to get real. Not so much with this...
You think I'm afraid of you?
...little fight with three skeevers. But it's coming. Uthgerd is more than qualified to handle three skeevers on her own. Even if she doesn't seem to understand how stairs work.
I will destroy you.
There we go. Nice work. 1, 2, 3 dead skeevers. And obviously we're getting into a segment of the ruins that has seen much less use. A weak paralysis poison and a scroll of fireball.
Someone coming. Is that you, Hartnir? Bjorn? Zoling? I know I ran ahead of the claw, but I need help.
Uh-huh. Burn away those spider webs there. You can also slash them, of course, if that's your inclination. Main thing is not to miss that chest. Of course, I didn't have anything too great inside, but your mileage may vary. Burn away that set of webs as well. Nothing on these shelves. I'm not sure if Uthgerd can handle the wounded frostbite spider on her own or not. I suspect she can, but certainly ruined my day.
I've had enough of you.
Keep it away from me.
See how it goes. I know she couldn't handle a giant one.
Kill it! Kill it!
This is weaker than the giant
Don't let it get
spiders
me.
we've seen.
Help!
28 conjuration.
Get it away from me!
Come
Get
on.
it away!
Let's see you put up a fight.
Don't let it get me!
Well, it certainly seems like they've got it pretty well in hand between the two of them. So let's search these urns. Make sure we get the spider egg,
Get it
of
away
course.
from me! Get it away! Kill it! Kill it!
She's pretty dramatically outpacing it.
Keep it away from me!
I will destroy you.
My familiar's not
Get it away
doing too
from
shabby
me!
either.
Get it away!
So, search these web sacks. There's no actual way to open this, and I don't think there's anything valuable down there. There were actually no click hit to find out.
From me! Get it away!
Fight.
I don't see that it's worth it this go around. UESP would certainly tell me if there was something worthwhile down there. There's no such indication.
Kill it! Kill it!
Burning all these web strings
Over here!
that are
It's
in
coming loose! I can feel it!
Cut Arvel down.
Think I'm afraid of you?
Get it away from me! Get it away from me! Get it away!
Nice work, Uthgerd.
Don't leave me for RK's sake.
Alright. Let's talk to him.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Hand over the claw first.
Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Oh, fine.
That the best you can do?
Oh.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
So he'll run off. I didn't really mean to start a fight with him, so... Well, ordinarily he gets killed by a trap, but I'll let him kill him. That's just fine.
You
He
think
does
I'm
always
afraid of
betray
you?
you and try to run away, after all.
Not quite good enough, are you?
Alright. So we search Arvel the Swift. Completed, retrieve the Golden Claw, find the secret of Bleak Falls Barrow. We can also read Arvel's journal, which of course is on the book list, right up until I remove it. Arvel's journal. My fingers are trembling, the Golden Claw is finally in my hands, and with it the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool Lucan Valerius had no idea that his favorite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there is a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the Golden Claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. And indeed, as you may know, whenever you get any Dragon Claw, if you zoom in on it, you can see 3 animal totems in descending order. For this one, it's bear, moth, owl. Did our text change? No. Just our objective. So we will move on. Empty burial urns. This one's got a flawless amethyst in it. It's the first one I found, and we actually need 6. 3 for Hearthfire and 3 for a quest in Riften. There's our first one. The number is now 5. There's an empty common soul gem. Definitely need that. Now we need to check the outer perimeter. Which is really just these 2 urns out here before we advance. This one's special because it's always the first one. The first of what will, as you know, become many, many, many encounters with Draugr. Let's go on in and take care of business.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
Now, one interesting note is that undead, such as Draugr, are immune to paralysis. I've got that weak paralysis poison in my inventory. Not that it really matters because I don't have an actual weapon to poison. But from this point forward, it wouldn't do any good anyway. There's your basic Draugr. I think it's important to know that your basic Draugr, I think they're level 1, just like your basic bandit. However,
Like the bite of a flea.
the level 1 Draugr do seem to be appreciably stronger than the
Let's
level
see you
1
put up a
bandits.
fight.
I don't have proof of that, I can only state it qualitatively, but they certainly seem tougher. She may not be able to handle this on her own.
Think I'm afraid of you?
This is. Blade works super
all you
well
got?
on Draugr. We're way past ancient Nord gear. The weapons we already have stashed.
You think...
Do I think she can handle one by herself? Yes. Yes, I do.
Just a scratch. You think I'm afraid of you? I've had enough of you!
Very nice. Now, Uthgerd isn't quite smart enough to avoid the pressure plate. So in order to avoid triggering the spike wall trap, it's best just to walk around it this direction, through the rubble, and to the next resting Draugr here, who might wake up a couple of buddies further down the corridor. We'll just have to see. You can wake him up with the action key without attacking him.
Do your worst. Come on, let's see you put up a fight. I'm afraid of you?
Destruction just went up to 24. That's alright. It won't hurt much of anything. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, so I apologize if I seem like I'm talking less than usual, or if I'm clearing my throat a lot, or if it sounds scratchy. Come on, there you go. There you go. That's better.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Will destroy you.
Uthgerd seems to be hard.
It's nothing.
Try and help her out a bit.
That's your best, huh? Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Come on.
I will destroy you.
Having the high ground is traditionally an advantage, but it almost seems to be making Uthgerd
I've had
stupid.
enough of you. Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
There you go. Couple of actual swings. Was that so hard?
I will destroy you.
There we go. don't think the Ancient Nord bow is better than my Imperial bow. There is, as you can see, a chest tucked away at the top of this collapsed staircase. Definitely do not want to miss that. Apprentice lock, naturally no key. Just pick it open. Ooh, an elven shield. Certainly an upgrade relative to the hide shield I have sitting at home. How cool. There's one more live Draugr over here on the left. I'll come this way and activate before I allow Uthgerd to deal with him. I believe she's more than capable of doing. Even if he is restless for it.
I will destroy you.
I'm not sure if she can. That'll help. She's got a better weapon than the other ones have, that's for sure.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight. You think I'm afraid of you? That's all you got?
Excuse me. There we go. Alright. We got one more here that I may not have searched. I'm not sure about that. Equally possible that I did. This can be a pain in the ass when you're encumbered. As you can see. Gonna try not to get killed. Didn't quite have the timing right. Now we can disarm it and get on with our lives. There's an oil slick trap down here I'd actually like to try and make use of for once. Keeping with awesome shit that's in the game that I didn't do in my prior playthroughs. Of course, we haven't gotten to it yet. Need to let Uthgerd handle this one. And for his part, I'll need him to pay attention to her. Maybe I can... I thought there was a lantern down there. Even though it's... No, there isn't. There we go. I'll let Uthgerd handle him. Hopefully without waking the rest of the cavalry. They're 5 or 6 Draugr in this little tunnel. I like how that one teeny little bit of flame on is enough to finish him off. Anyway, so you can see the oil slick here, along with the lanterns you can ignite. It's best if you have the Draugr awake and on the trap. Well, that was rather an anticlimax.
I will destroy you. Do your worst. That your best? Just a scratch. Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Damn you. I will destroy you.
I think this we can probably handle a little mage thing on our own. I'm just going to try and loot 3 Draugr. Died over here.
I will destroy you.
He's very bad about ignoring them when they take it. There's another empty common soul gem. Don't feel gypped by those. Empty soul gems become just as good as full ones as soon as we learn Soul Trap. The presence or absence of Soul Trap is really where things take a turn, for better or worse. So, having passed through that little interlude, excuse me, that sarcophagus is going to pop, and I expect it'll have a Draugr white in it. Oh, just a restless. He tends to be one notch stronger than whatever you fought so far, but obviously that didn't end up being the case here. Check out this chest while they're fighting.
I
Nothing great.
will destroy you. You think I'm afraid of you? I will destroy you.
Alright, he's down. And we still haven't hit level 18, which means we're going to be spared the frost troll that so often spawns in this section. Instead, we'll just have a wandering Draugr. And I'm getting ahead of myself. There's going to be an ore vein to mine, several things to pick up along the way. Most notable is there are enough glowing mushrooms in here to take that off my list completely. We only need a total of 7. They're well beyond that number throughout this passage. There's the first one. Need 6 more. Troll skull lying in the river. Or creek, whatever you prefer to call it. Moving on, there are 3 more glowing mushrooms on this pillar. We'll drop the number I need to 3. Skeleton has 2 pickaxes. Of course, here's the 1 iron vein. And that's it as far as mining goes. Up here, 2 more glowing mushrooms, meaning I'll only need 1 more. Plus a chest. Chest is always good. I think we got fortified magicka already, which means that elven helmet will be stashed just for the sake of gear. And there's more than the 1 remaining glowing mushroom. Glowing mushrooms are off the list. Outstanding. We'll just keep on keeping on. Two more glowing mushrooms on the wall here. And there's your Draugr. If you're level 18 or higher, that'll be a frost troll.
Like the bite of a flea. That's your best, huh? I will destroy you.
Stinking it up. I didn't know that exist.
That's all you got? You think I'm afraid of you?
And there we go. So I think that if we're not level 18, Thomas won't spawn on the ledge up there. Do some looking. No, he does not. So if you're level 18 and you fight the frost troll in here, I am going to TCL this. To make sure he's not up here. I think you have to encounter the frost troll for Thomas to be here. Yeah, no sign of him. Turn collision back on and quick load. So, I'm going to take it off the list, because I'm certainly not going to come back to Bleak Falls Barrow just for a note. There is on the book list a note to Thomas. So if you're level 18, and if you fight a frost troll there, you can find the corpse of a Breton bandit parked on one of those ledges up there. He carries a note that reads as follows. Well, first, he wears fur armor and leveled boots up to a maximum of scaled. He's got an iron dagger and might have a lockpick and a little bit of gold. The note reads, Thomas, you know the troll pit we discovered the other day that everyone's been talking about? Hit the beast with one of your fireballs from the top, climb down, and bring back his head. That should prove once and for all that you deserve to be the number 2 man. Good luck and be careful, you know how slippery it is up there. Lorraine. Anyway, we're not seeing that. I'm not going to come back for it. I just thought I'd let you know about that little bit of content. I think I did find it in my last playthrough, but I was not wise to the ways of leveling control and use of followers. In retrospect, the way I was doing that, trying to max my skills as fast as possible, that was just foolish. It's trivially easy to get everything to 100 if you play the entire game like I'm going to. No rush to get it done, and in fact, rushing can really fuck you over with the leveling aspect. So lockpicking to 35. Good, good, and good. Good, good, and good. Anyway, if you are here after level 18, you want to actually get to Thomas without cheating, it's not straightforward. There's no way without cheats to actually get to the ledge he dies on. What you have to do is knock him down. And you can accomplish that with magic or with spells, or if you come back with a dragon shout, you can use one of those. It's not too hard to knock his body down in order to loot in. You can usually see it dangling on the ledge where he died. I just did the collision aspect to double check and make sure that he didn't spawn without the troll. And he does not. They do come as a package deal, as it were. See, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more glowing mushrooms up here. One, two, come on, 3, 4. There we go. One solitary potion in that bin. And a couple linen wraps there on the left, which, again, aren't really useful for anything except selling, but you know how I am. Gotta get everything. Although I'll tone that down. Once speech finally does hit 100, I'll stop. And here's our first stronger white. I really have to doubt whether you can deal with it without help.
You think I'm afraid of you?
kind of weirding me out that every so often Uber gets the male combat grunt instead of the female.
Think I'm afraid of you? Do your work.
Alright, you've just been standing there holding up your shield for fucking eternity. It's seriously been like 2 minutes since the last time she actually did a swing with her mace. I had him way ahead. Now he's basically caught up to her.
Will destroy you.
Process.
Oh yeah, no, just stand there. He takes his knee. That's
Come
good
on,
thinking.
let's see you put up a fight.
There you go. All's well that ends well, I suppose. Up in this room, there is one more treasure chest to search before we head to the next zone, the Bleak Falls Sanctum. Best thing out of there was the empty common soul gem, but that is handy, make no mistake. Now, here we are in the Sanctum. One of my... I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but one of my favorite things about the UESP is that somebody has gone through and translated the entire dragon language. And so if you look at the wiki, you can actually see what the inscriptions on the word walls throughout the game mean. Because, you know, you get the one word of power off of each one. And you can find where that word actually is in the inscription, which is kind of neat. A bunch of linen wraps there. We're going to have another swinging blade trap, followed by 3 Draugr, then the puzzle door, then the boss. And we've still got over 20 minutes in this video. That's good. I think we will finish Bleak Falls Barrow tonight.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
Oh. I somehow got hit by both. That time I inched too far forward, I guess. Okay. Started walking too soon. Same problem. What the hell? If you're wondering what confused me so bad, it's the fact that I didn't move. Somehow got caught on the next swing. Okay, that time I moved too soon. Deactivate. Thank you. She's back to full. Ready to handle what lies ahead. What I'd really like is to bag at least one of these with the oil slick trap right here. I need to have to go ahead and come all the way down for that.
You think I'm afraid of you?
I'm not sure if he's going to.
That's your best, huh?
Break.
Good, here he comes. say he's after me, that's a problem. Alright, I think he's got the single Draugr well in hand. If you wander in here, there's a valuable, if useless to me, potion of resist cold.
Damn you.
It's like she's trying to grind block. The way she just sits there with her shield raised and lets herself get
the best
hit
you can do?
over and over again. Anyway, we got 2 dead Draugr here. And a 3rd there. That's our last challenge until the boss Draugr. Now we've got just under 20 minutes to go, which I think is still plenty. Search all those. Again, nothing spectacular. Despite that grate looking like it should open, there's nothing down there and no way to open it. Well, let's meander up the stairs. Empty shelf, empty table, empty shelf, empty shelf, empty shelf. A whole lot of empty. No reason to ignite this oil slick. Nothing here that I'm gonna get rid of. Only possibility is hurting myself or Uthgerd. Same with this oil slick. We'll just move along. Through here is what Arvel was presumably referring to when he mentioned the Hall of Stories. And there's the puzzle door. You can recheck the golden claw if you need to, but going from the outside in, the correct combination is bear, moth, owl. So let's just go. There. Off. Ow. So despite the size, there's nothing really going on in here apart from this iron ore vein. There's no loot to find or anything along those lines. Oh look! We got our second flawless amethyst. That's cool. We need 4 more of those now. There's our first word wall. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, of course it is.
Don't see that every day.
There's plenty to retrieve in here. Before we go up to the word wall itself. There are 2 chests to loot in this room besides the boss chest, if you're wondering what I'm up to. One over here at the base of this waterfall. There's usually a potion on the ground next to it. There's the potion, there's the chest. Lame. I'll go ahead and cross over the center platform. As always, I want to save the boss chest for last. Even for after the boss is dead. Just because I thrill to the anticipation that there might be something really, really good in there. Like a spell tome of Soul Trap. The single most useful thing I could find. Linen wraps, empty petty soul gem, frenzy poison. Something just happened with the light, I don't know what. Oh, he started doing the word of power lighting effect. That's what. Do that in just a second, but first, I want to get in here behind the word wall. You can see another chest up there. I think that this one is locked, I think just novice, but who knows. Yes, there it is. So, petty soul gem is good. Steel ingot is good. With this steel ingot in hand, I only need 113 more. Holla! Alright. Uthgerd will definitely have trouble handling this dude on her own. I'm gonna hope that he stays distracted, cast a familiar to just basically nibble his heels, while Uthgerd fights him and I keep up the fire spells and hope for the best. So, first I'll tell you what the word wall says, because you can see the whole thing from here. Obviously what's highlighted is our word of power, but it reads, "Here lies the guardian, keeper of the dragonstone, and a force of eternal rage and darkness." Let's learn our first word of power. Force. Unrelenting force. Completed. Find the secret of Bleak Falls Barrow. Bring the claw to Lucan. Now, as we wander away from the wall, observe what happens.
think I'm afraid of you? That's what you do?
Definitely getting outpaced. Quite difficult.
Will destroy you. Bastard. Gods, no. Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Fortunately, his arena really lends itself to avoiding almost all of his attacks. The only thing that he's really overwhelmingly likely to hit you with is the shout. And I should be able to survive that. I think he might have just cleared full health.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
She did that little skip animation that sometimes says she's got all her health back. Not the case. Oh well.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Come on, girl. You gotta at least hit it.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Say, why don't you try shooting him?
You think I'm afraid of you?
He's got no ranged attack. Except his shout. But he can only use that so often.
Will destroy you.
Still, this is actually quite a bit better than I expected.
I will destroy you. think I'm afraid of you?
That was a productive little exchange.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Got 4 minutes left. I don't think I have time to offload. There's the first time we got tagged with the shout, and
Hi.
boy howdy, we can barely survive it. We can, but Jesus.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Damn it.
I will destroy you.
You have to be careful not to hit your own follower. Got him. Good. Alright, with his death, Bleak Falls Barrow is cleared. We'll hear the telltale chime as soon as the battle music fades. Search him. Of course, he's got a honed ancient Nord Sword of Frost, which is a new effect. I don't have frost damage yet. And he's got the Dragonstone. Completed. Retrieve the Dragonstone. Deliver the Dragonstone to Farengar. That text didn't change either. Alright, let's search the boss chest now. Oh my gosh. Lame. We got stamina damage, and that's it. Oh well. Work our way out the back entrance now. I think we'll largely need to procrastinate offloading until the next video, and you'll see why. But the cool thing is, at least with this back entrance, it's going to spit us out really close to Anissa's cabin. So despite our lack of horse and the fact that we're over encumbered, oh, maybe I will offload. Because we can really just walk over there and get it done. Roll up here. There's a handle we can pull. One last chest. Nothing exciting inside. Excuse me. Now, it has been an hour, but we should be able to get to Anissa's cabin with virtually no resistance. Maybe a wolf or two. I am going to make my way over there, get the offload done. So don't miss that little potion before you consent to drop down. We're going to come back over here to explore. Before you go sprinting in the other direction, just a few little things to make sure you get from this segment. I'm going to leave the underwater barrow in Lake Ilinalta for later, but I'm going to grab this corundum vein right now. Then you can head towards the cabin, which you can see on the map from here. From the exit point, it's not far. I discovered at some point that as slow as it feels to go around over encumbered, it's almost always much faster just to persist and walk than it is to run out and offload every time you hit your carry weight limit. With all the load screens you have to go through and the process of unloading multiple times instead of just once, it actually ends up taking a lot less time if you just suck it up and deal with the movement speed penalty. So, with that done, we can make our way down here. Now, you can see those stones sticking out of the water. That's a sunken barrow that we're going to loot in the next video after we offload. Because the next thing to do is to turn in the 2 quests tied to Bleak Falls Barrow. But before we do that, I want to explore around this back end just a little bit. Specifically, I want to explore this little stretch of the shore of Lake Ilinalta. And I also want to explore the cave you can see to the west, Brittleshin Pass, which actually comprises 2 locations, South Brittleshin Pass here, North Brittleshin Pass on the other side of the mountains close to Whiterun. So that's what we're going to do next. And then we'll go turn in those quests. And then we'll do Dragon Rising, which will really move things forward in a major way, because it's going to get us random dragon encounters, which is huge. It's going to get us Breeze Home and Whiterun, so we'll finally have a proper house. We'll still have to leave the house to craft, but which is actually a downside relative to Anissa's cabin, but we'll have a bed we can be well rested in, have much closer access to the smelter and all the shops, and we'll ditch Uthgerd as a follower for the housecarl Lydia. Lydia's skill suite is largely the same, but she's dramatically superior in that her level cap is 50 instead of Uthgerd's 30. So she can stick with us much, much longer, which I appreciate. But all that's really getting ahead of ourselves. For the moment, And there's stuff to get on those islands out in the lake too, but I'm going to save that for after I offload and I'm not encumbered. Oh hey, look at this view of Bleak Falls Barrow. That's kinda neat. He just came from there. He kicked ass and took names, if I do say so myself. I mean, those particular weapon enchantments aren't going to do jack for me in terms of enchanting experience. Which is a shame, but at least I'll have them. I can take them off the list. And actually, frost damage is important because way at the in the far distant future that I can just barely imagine right now, when all my crafting skills are maxed and I'm making my endgame gear, I'll use frost damage on some of the weapons that I make. Because it's cool. It's helpful to drain enemies' stamina, as well as their health. Not so helpful that you want to use a stupid enchantment like damage stamina. But if you do frost, you can do both at the same time. That's a different story. It's hard to imagine why you wouldn't. Alright, let's ditch all the vendor trash. That would be embalming tools, lanterns, linen wraps, skulls, troll skulls, wooden ladle, wooden bowl, Arvel's journal and thief, all food, all scrolls, all potions, save cure disease, I have to be careful here because the shield and the helmet are upgrades relative to what I have sitting. Ah, full speed. What a relief. So what was it? The shield and the helmet. Yes. Elven shield, elven helmet of eminent magicka. These then go in here. Now before I hit the cellar, I'm going to go hit the smelter, because I got time and I forgot last time. We're only 10 minutes over. That's actually not bad at all. Especially since Anissa's cabin can actually be the departure point for my next goal. So 3 corundum ingots leaves me needing 84 more. 15 iron ingots leaves me needing 605 more. Silver ingots just for giggles. No, that's not true. For eventual use in smithing. here. De minimis as the experience is. Let's get rested. Hit the cellar. Now, let's put 7 glowing mushrooms in here, so I can be certain in my decision to stash the rest. Oh yes, I almost forgot. That last small antlers we need. It's going to save me a lot of hassle chasing after things later. All the rest of this goes in here. All the empty soul gems go in here. Plenty of smithing supplies for here. Plenty of gear checklist stuff for here. And 2 weapons to disenchant, where we will learn the frost damage effect and the stamina damage effect. There we go. Whoop-de-doo. And that's gonna about do it for this episode of Let's Play Skyrim. I'm just gonna orient myself so I don't forget what all I wanted to do. Namely, get out to where the first island is and point myself towards it before I save and exit. So when I load back into the game, I'll find myself staring at that island, which will be the perfect reminder that that's where I want to go next. Until then, thank you so much for watching. It's a real pleasure recording these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them. If you do, please consider clicking on an ad, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, or even sharing a video. If none of those things tickle your fancy, know that I appreciate the time you spend watching, and thank you very, very much for your attention, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.